February 13 every year is a day people all over the world look forward to the next day as a day to celebrate love and a day for lovers to express their affection with greetings and gifts. But for many Nigerians and Nigeria as a nation, it's a day that reminds us of our past, our history, and a leader we once had, who many see as an icon. It's a day that reminds us of late General Murtala Mohammed. The story of icons have no end. At every beginning, there is an end, and at every end, there is a beginning.
Fellow Nigerians, in the endeavor to build a strong, united, and virile nation, Nigerians have shed much blood. The thought of further bloodshed, for whatever reasons, must, I'm sure, be revolting to our people.
Hence, every year since the assassination of this Nigeria's former military ruler, the accounts of his lives and times have been ceaseless. Late General Murtala Mohammed was assassinated on February 13, 1976, in Lagos during the failed coup led by late Lieutenant Colonel Bukar Dimka. So, as it clocks 49 years today that the late general and former military head of state was killed, we take a look at his life and times. Late General Murtala Mohammed was born on the 8th of November 1938 in Kano. He had his primary and secondary school education in Kano and Zaria. He joined the Nigerian Army in 1958 and was a graduate of the prestigious Sandhurst Academy in the United Kingdom. He was commissioned as a second lieutenant in 1961 and was assigned to the Nigerian Army Signals. He served in various roles and fought in the Nigerian Civil War, while he rose through the ranks, becoming a brigadier general in 1971. He became Nigeria's military head of state in July 1975. During his short spell in power, he implemented significant reforms and policies to improve governance.
I outlined the political program of the federal military government and prescribed measures necessary for achieving the aims of the program. One of such steps to be taken was the appointment of a constitution drafting committee whose responsibility it would be to produce an initial draft of a constitutional arrangement which would provide a sound basis for the continuing existence of a united Nigeria. This is not the first time, of course, that we as a people have participated in the fashioning of a constitution for our country. First, there was the experiment of a unitary government which was imposed by the colonial government. Then a federal system which carried us into independence. And finally, a modified version of federalism which lasted rather tenuously until January 1966.
As a way of remembering the late general that many consider as an icon, OGTV spoke with some Nigerians for them to relive the life and times of late General Murtala Mohammed. One of them is a veteran broadcaster and journalist, Mr. Eddie Aino. He spoke about where he was when Murtala Mohammed was assassinated.
I was in the university, at the University of Ibadan, so but it caught us all of us unawares because we didn't expect that it was going to happen. And it happened in a bizarre way, but God wanted it that way.
He also spoke about the man Murtala Mohammed and his time as the head of state.
His combination with Obasanjo made Nigeria to be respected globally, because when you talk of apartheid South Africa, Nigeria stood solidly behind apartheid South Africa. So in that respect, it was one. Then secondly, he created 7 states I mean, you are talking of Bauchi, you are talking of Benue, you are talking of Borno, Niger, Imo, and Ogun, and Oyo. After the first 12 states were created, that's one achievement. Then when you look at the man, the charisma, he had a lot of charisma.
A former commissioner for culture and tourism, who is also a former commissioner for special duties in Ogun State, Chief Ebenezer Olu Odeyemi, also speaks on when the late head of state was assassinated.
The sudden demise or the sudden assassination of his came as a rude shock. I'm not happy about it as a person because of the good things he has done. The legacies were there. Things were really rosy a bit in Nigeria then. And on the agri side, which is bringing in food and all these things were easier.
The former commissioner speaks highly of the administration and leadership of late General Murtala Mohammed.
I was actually out of the country when he came on board as the military man for Nigeria. Honestly, we were very happy. I was very happy hearing about the trends and movements of Murtala then. Because there's one thing outstanding about him, that is the Murtala fish imported into Nigeria. You know, we were hearing good news about him, and the way he was going about it was very free with the people, and he was putting things right.
He had some advice for the current leaders at all levels in Nigeria.
Murtala is a standing legacy to borrow leaves from, and I wish leaders now can borrow a leaf from him, his lifestyle.
International Airport in Lagos remains known as the Murtala Mohammed International Airport.
Aviation is a growing, fast-changing, and time-saving industry. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I have great pleasure and honor in declaring this airport formally open for the greater progress of Nigeria, closer understanding between mankind, and greater glory of God. Thank you very much.
His portrait still adorns the 20 naira note, 49 years down the line that late General Murtala Mohammed is no more. His legacies still live on. May the soul of General Murtala Mohammed continue to rest in perfect peace.